Hello everyone, welcome back. So today in this video, we will be doing some practice problems. Well, I will not be doing practice problems. I will be writing down some practice problems for you guys to practice on all the content we've used so far. You can use my videos for this. So you can use my videos. Sorry, not me. But no external sources. And I'm using the honor system right now, so please do not use any external sources. So right before I start, I didn't mention some exponent rules in the other video, so I'm gonna mention them now. So one thing you should know is, let me insert a drawing, is, for example, b to the power of 0 would not be 0, but it would actually be equal to 1. So anything to the power of 0 is 1. Remember that. One more is, let me give you an example of a negative. B to the power of negative 1. Well, that would be equal to 1 over b to the 1. Now, how do I get this? You basically take this number, put it on the denominator, but make the exponent positive. So if you have b to the, sorry about that, b to the negative 6, it would be equal to 1, because you make it a fraction. B, but I said you have to make it a positive. Sorry, I said make it a positive number, so it'd be b to the 6. Okay, so now let me write some practice problems so you guys can really get the hang of this. And I'm gonna write practice problems on all of the classes we've had so far. So my first practice problem I'm gonna write will be on prime factorization. So I'm gonna do 3 prime factorization problems. So you have to, problem 1, prime factorize 125. 2, prime factorize 100. Problem 3, I want you to see if 127 is prime. 4, and see if 1001 is prime. Well, sorry. Did I write this incorrectly? See if 1005 is prime. No, that's too easy, actually. See if 2000 and, let me think of a good number. 2001 is prime. Those are your 4 problems for prime factorization. Now, I'm going to give you some problems on triangle inequalities. So I'm going to give you 3, 4, and 9. Tell me if it's a triangle. 4, 7, 8, and 9. Tell me if it's a triangle. And 1, 7, and 9. Sorry, and 13. And tell me if that's a triangle. And finally, I want you to draw a triangle that is a real triangle. So it cannot be like 2, 4, 25, because that's not a real triangle. Now, the next topic I'm going to do a problem on circles. So I'm going to draw a circle for you. Sorry about that. Rate R is equal to 4. And find the area. Sorry about that. Find the area and the circumference. And for the second one, you just have to find the area. And that's equal, sorry, this is the whole thing, is equal to, sorry, that should be 13. So I'm going to write it down here. is equal to 13. And I want you to, again, find the area. Find the area. So I'm going to save that and close it. Oh, sorry, where did that go? It's here. Those are the problems I want you to do. Okay, and let me add one more drawing. So now I want you to do a problem. I'm just going to give you one problem on the Pythagorean theorem. Oh, sorry about that. One problem. I'll give you a triangle. And I'll give you some lengths. Oh, sorry. 12, 16, and you have to find C. And one more. I'm going to give you 3, 9, and you have to find the last side. If there is no last side, tell me it's not a right triangle. For this one also, if there is no last side. Actually, don't tell me if it's not a real triangle. Write it as the square root of a number if this is not a triangle. Now I'm going to do a problem on functions. Sorry, I was looking at my channel to see what I have on functions. So let me give you a table. 4, 8, 2, let me think, 6, 13, let me think, I'm thinking of the rule, 28, and 16, 19 actually, 41, no, 40, let me confirm. Yes, okay, and I want you to find the rule of this expression. Find the rule of this expression. Okay? Now for my last one. So I've covered prime factorization, Pythagorean theorem, circles, and triangle inequalities as well. I've covered functions just now. I'm not going to do any of my quadratics or inequalities this time. I'm going to do equations and exponents. So equations. I'm going to write a couple equations for you to solve. Find x in all of these. By the way, in these problems, x can be a fraction. Okay, there we go. And x can also be negative. So I want you to solve for, one sec, find, sorry. You know, forget about that. Just look for x. Just forget about that. Look for x. And finally, I'm going to do some exponent problems. Let's do 4 to the 2. You know, it's hard to draw it like this, so. 4 to the 2 to the, okay, you know what, this came out horrible. To the 3, that's a 3 by the way. And then I want 3 squared times, that's a multiplication sign, times, 1 second, times 7 squared. Actually, no, sorry, that's not correct. I actually want